Hey everyone, I know I've been on hiatus for a while now due to school, and to be honest, I have been looking for a job for in summer, so it's been kind of hard for me. But I haven't forgot about my channel, and as you can see, I like to my name itself says like anime. So what I mean to do is decide on something different this time, and I'm going to start trying to do anime review Fridays. Yay, anime review Fridays. So where's basically where I give a review on the anime I watched throughout the week, probably between either 13 episodes or 25, 24, 25, or 26 episode series, so you can get my biased yet unbiased opinion. So for the first one, start off with, my one friend told me about it, and I gave it a shot, and the anime I'm talking about is Golden Time. So let's get started. So let's see. Obviously, Golden Time is an anime. Spoiler alert. But it's an anime about a college student named Tada Banri. Tada Banri is just got into law school, but he's late for a ceremony and struggles to find the location of his department. So then he meets up with a fellow freshman named Mitsu. If I messed up the name, my bad. And as they found the apartment together, a mysterious girl appears with a bouquet of flowers, and she tees off on the boy Mitsu. She's like a childhood stalker friend of Mitsu's and believes that they are boyfriend and girlfriend. But as you can tell what this is going to be, Tada witnesses this and he's... So it starts like the traditional romantic comedy anime. It gets, until it gets like a second woman named Linda, and she appears and she's like the childhood friend of Tada. But Tada doesn't know this because he has amnesia. Bum, bum, bum. So where I'm going with this, he is torn between two women, and the one his new identity knows, and the old one his other identity knows too. It's weird. It's basically him just being confusing. Let's go with that. So let's see. I'm trying to start off with the intro, outro, and soundtrack. Like the opening and closing songs are actually enjoyable. I usually skip intros and outros if they're like something I'm not used to hearing. It's kind of like whatever, but I would say that it is manageable. You could definitely not get annoyed by it, and if you want, you could skip it in the long run. But I like the intro. I'm more of the season one intro. I liked a lot more than all of the other songs, but it's whatever. Now let's say, so since we're talking about the soundtrack, it was okay. Soundtrack was good. Not really memorable too much in my opinion, and I don't see myself going out of my way to download the songs besides just the season one intro because I like that QT shit. So I mean, it's good for the moment, but past that, or it is, you wouldn't see like, well, see, you wouldn't have it you wouldn't see it on my phone or have me listening to it and stuff out in public, because I mean, I don't really care for it too much, so it's whatever. Next up was the pros. So because I gotta do a pros and con list on this and tell you which ones I like, what I liked about it, what I didn't like. What I liked about it was the first episode really, really sucks you in. I mean, it makes you want to learn more about the mysterious stalker girl, what did Mitsu did to piss her off, and all that other stuff. Also, it's a college anime, and there's not a lot of that. It's always slice of life, high school animes, because everyone apparently is in high school in Japan only. No one ever goes for higher education, and I don't know what's up with that. But the situation of the love triangle between the two women characters and the main character is like super interesting, because you can relate. Some people can relate to that bullshit, but I'm not one of them. But I know some people that got the player label and stuff like that can relate to it. I particularly don't. But to deal with like the inner struggles of loving one person but also in love with another person, that is definitely relatable, because regardless of being in love triangle and like succeeding in a situation, we've all had that person we like really care about, but then at the same time there's someone else that might catch your eye, but you're like, oh, well, if you have common sense, you might be like, oh, I'm not gonna do anything. Or you could be that person and be like, oh, I'm totally gonna cheat on somebody because that's my mentality. Ha ha ha. I get all the vagina or all the penises, because girls can be like that too. But it's really a battle in their hearts of the two people who are truly in love, and it's just relatable in general. Like, in a nutshell, besides the amnesia, this anime is really chock full of feels potentially. That's what really like lured me into watching it, because like I seen like the possible heartaches, and I was like, man, this is gonna be super good to watch. It's gonna be cool. Like, besides me feeling sad and feeling like crap afterwards because I feel sorry for the main character or the co-character. Also, it's funny, and I like humor, yo. Like, don't judge me. I like to laugh. Now we're gonna get to some cons, though. Like, now, when I say it was potential feels, like, it really made me mad because they missed out on certain things they could have did. I mean, I'm not gonna point it out because obviously the dude wrote for this. I mean, he probably has history and writing, probably English major or something like that, or whatever reason he may be. But like, it was opportunities where, I could sit there and I might be able to relate 100%, but I was always relating about like 70, 75%. Sometimes it was out of the way, ridiculous. Especially with for feels that, could be relatable and doesn't fare well. However, there are times I'll say I was calling BS, and that would never happen in real life. GTFOH. If you don't know what that means, it means get the front out of here. Yeah, I know English. Another thing I did agree with was I didn't really agree with as much was the pacing. I felt like 24 episodes dragged it out too much. Like, I didn't really like that too much. It's weird. But also 13 episodes I feel like would have been too short to cram it in. So like, if they would have just made like I don't know if it's possible, like a 16, 15 episode series, hell, even a 20 episode series, that would have been okay. Like, I think they would have did the pacing well. I don't like where they hurry up and then like they stop and take a little break and then hurry up and then stop and take a break and like throw a filler. I don't really like fillers as much. So I like to get, not say straight to the point, but like, stay consistent with it. I guess they stay consistent with it, with the die down and the speed up. But I was hoping that they would change it up the pace a little bit. It was actually getting kind of predictable when you can tell when something was about to go off. Then that really made me force myself through key moments, and I got kind of bored a little bit here and there. But overall, I still watched it and I still finished it for you guys. So that's pretty good. The last thing I wish they did was add more backstory for other characters. Like, I know it's centered around the three main characters, which were Tada, Linda, and what's her name? I love me some Player 2 action. Like, I really do love it when they do more backstories on other people. They could have did more backstories on the other two characters, especially my favorite character in the whole one, which was 2D Kun. You can watch the series, understand that. But that was no good in this anime. Like, they gave you a few things about them and then just keep it moving. Like, it was upsetting. Like, not upsetting, but I wanted to learn more about their backstory. Like, you could at least give me more of a backstory between 2D Kun and Mitsu and all them. So if you made it this far, I want to make sure I say spoiler alert. Please skip ahead, because I'm going to go on a rant about what things I didn't like in the series that threw me off guard. So, spoiler alert. I'm making sure I'm letting you know. Okay, number one. Oh, wait. Also, my language might get a little bit headsy, so keep that in mind. Alright, so like I said, number one, man. So when the fuck can a spirit control weather? Like, I understand they can lift shit and be a poltergeist and make all these noises, but come on, bruh. The power to move shit and power to control weather. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's complete bullshit. I know that parents get upset, but I don't get mad enough to slap the ish out of my kids. First off, I don't have kids, but if I did, I wouldn't be sitting there smacking the shit out of them in the face in front of their friends. I mean, I don't know I don't know how is that is acceptable in their culture. I know that if somebody put their palms on me, no matter who you are, you catching these hands, bruh. So, the third problem is there was no rival. You can't have a main character and have no rival. You need somebody to counteract his friendliness or his naiveness. Like, it should have been somebody in there that was like, hey, I'm gonna take your girl, nigga. She mine now. Like, please throw somebody in there. Like, I need a cutthroat conniving character. I need somebody I need to hate so I can watch him more, They didn't do that. I ain't like it. Let's see, what else was there? 4. Why is the main character inconsistent? And he's consistently inconsistent. Like, 1 minute he's a little girl, like all bitching and shit like that. He's sad and emotional. The next minute he's a thug. He don't care. He yells at females. He don't give no cares in the world. He's gangster. Then he goes back to being a girl again. Like, I don't. like, if you develop a character, that's cool, but don't regress back to, like, your naiveness and your loserness, or it is. Like, I know that's not words, but it is now, so deal with it. Like, don't revert back to that. I understand he had amnesia and all that stuff, and it's hard for him to remember things, but no, this is stupid. You need to make sure he develop as a character, and then he just keeps improving, not sit there and be like, I miss you guys, you're the best. I hate you, you don't know me, yes, I'm sorry. Like, no. Alright, what's another one? Yo, stop putting, like, all this could have been avoided if you stop putting yourself in these situations to get in trouble. You're asking to get yelled at if you did. Like, if you see this, when you see the series, if you watch it, like, you'll see what he does to get himself in these situations. It was really, really, really dumb. Like, really stupid. All of this can be avoided. Number 6, all of this can be avoided if you were just upfront and honest with your significant other. I know that may be tricky and not a lot of people like to do that, but I mean, if you tell your significant other that you're going to do certain things, I would assume maybe they might be okay with it. I don't know, like, just talk it out. Like, trust and communication's key in a relationship. It's not rocket science, but apparently people are making it rocket science. 7. So this was a dumb question for me in my head. Like, so the old Banri took over the body of the new Banri, but does that mean that the new Banri is now the evil spirit that follows the old Banri? Like, I don't comprehend that. Like, does the new one become the ghost now and he haunts them and wants the body back? Like, I'm not registering that. And lastly, Linda gained the ability to see and touch ghosts because she ended up giving a hug to the spirit of Binary, of the old Binary. And I'm just like, this is stupid. Like, how do you know? Why? Like, but at the same time, I gotta include it. It's an anime, so there's gonna be moments where you're like, are you serious? Are you really gonna be doing this? But whatever. I digress, man. So my final verdict. The series is good if you have nothing else to watch, and if you're into that kind of stuff, which is rom-com like me, that likes a real man that's like girly romantic comedies, because you know that's what I do all day, day. You feel me? That's what I know, anime. But the ending, I think they handled the ending pretty well, in my opinion. I don't really like the ending as much, but it was handled the best possible way for right now. I mean, depending on which side you wanted to be on, might have ended very well for you guys. It might end terrible, which you wanted, whatever way you wanted to go with. But I think he handled it properly. Overall, it's a solid anime, and I would say out of 10, I would give it a 7. Even with its missed opportunities at times, the anime is still funny. It follows the process of a breakup pretty well. I mean, besides the whole amnesia thing, but the process of how it goes, the awkwardness, like the mentality break, it's interesting. And seeing that I went through that recently, I definitely can relate to it. So maybe that's a little bit me being biased and giving it maybe a higher score than it needs to be, but it's something you can watch. It's definitely something that I will recommend to people. And it also has a great meaning behind it, which is like living in a, like, basically it's just like everything else. Like, live in the present, live in the present. Don't worry about the future too much. Don't dwell on the past. Just worry about what's happening now. And that's all you can really ask for. So, like I said, my final verdict is a 7 out of 10. And if you guys are okay with this, I mean, like I say, this is my first time trying it. Let me know. Give me some feedback, what I could do differently. I kind of like this right now, but, I gave it a shot. So, like I said, I'm going to try to get more videos out. I would like to do more LPs again, but like, games I'm playing right now is The Witcher 3, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to do anything on that. That's too much. That's too much stress on me. It's take too long. So, if anything, if you want to watch that, it's going to be on Twitch eventually when I get a chance. And hopefully when I Twitch it is, I can send it over to my YouTube channel. So, once again, I appreciate you guys for watching this, and watching and listening to this, and hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. And love and peace, man. See y'all another time.